Well, I do. I have my off the record thoughts on things. Starting our glow up here. I wasn't sure how to do it for Mary. I was gonna go with the bodybuilder look, and that well, obviously not gonna work. And then we're in our resting season, so um, it's gonna come step by step spiritually. The one thing that I wanted to impress upon my people, your world, actual reality, the real world, stems from the substance of things unseen. But that substance is felt when you are trying to find a way to put this. Remember, this is off the record. It's gonna remain biblical. I know it is, but the Holy Spirit's been delightfully excited about this very moment. Mary's moving back in. um, your glow up comes from your spirit. I'm not talking about inner beauty. I'm talking about the focus that you have on what's important aligns with the focus that your spouse has about what's important. And then the faith that has grown throughout your walk with me. So my prophets play a monumental role in this. I felt somebody watch one of the videos. How did he know I was just worried about that? And that's ministry right there. So this generation seems to be very self-helpish. And you can use that as far as getting you to that step. But once I call you, once I call you, once I call you, then I start showing you this is how we do things. This is the reason we do things this way. So giving the Holy Spirit control over how your glow up is happening, helping you be the best version of you, helping you um, be able to stand firm in your belief. That's why a lot of people fell away. So the fact that you can hear my voice, the fact that you have these promises I made for you, and that you're still focused on it, I definitely want to encourage you. We only tell you what we've already seen happen. And that's got to be your mentality. This has already happened. This has already happened. This has already happened. And for my people, people of God, first and foremost, that quality about you, the more your spirit man is inflated because of how much of your daily spirit-led tasks you complete, you're going to have that attractiveness as shining. And that's what I always said I wanted from my people and that you would do. Because you're also delaying any type of moving backwards thoughts when your thoughts are pointed forward. So I always tell my people, move forward, move forward, move forward. If you're scared of it, that's probably what I'm pointing you towards. And what I noticed in this generation, it's a little different than previous generations because you have so many avenues to kind of sit in and say, okay, this is what I need to do. Everybody's getting advice from somewhere. Some thoughts are coming in to people from somewhere. What I saw a lot with my separations that happened between my kingdom spouses, my elect, a lot of it was you have to understand that somebody else's situation can change your thoughts towards you seeing your situation through their eyes. And you just have to accept that. You have to be very, very weary of who you're talking to. And I said that in the beginning of reconciling my kingdom spouses. The closer you are to me, the more you're going to make sense to somebody at the level that my kingdom's at. Remember, you were taken into the air. So that really is a huge thing for you when you have your spouse that was taken into the air as well. And then the lessons that you learned from being unequally yoked in your relationships and things like that, you carry. But you can't view your kingdom spouse as human, is the easiest way I can put it. You have to understand they are supernaturally gifted. They are supernaturally born. Spirit is born of the spirit. So you also have to look at it. You are two spirits. And bringing you together and all of the things that your kingdom spouse has may not seem like it's a success in the world. But I looked at it this way. What I brought to the table for me and my wife, what I would be paying for to have this place, I'm keeping our home. In another situation, if I would have chose a different path that wouldn't have been God's will, 40 hours a week, coming home drained, stressed out, not being able to take care of my God-given responsibilities, God-ordained responsibilities, who I am, doing what I'm supposed to, just to pay for this place. So I was like, that's like me going to work every single day, babe. And then the plan and how it was, she was supposed to just move right in, and then all of these financial blessings that we received were just on the top. So that would have us living a very spiritually fulfilling life, and also more than well off financially, as far as how both of us are used to living, which is with very little. So I taught my people to be content with very little. So all the blessings that I'm giving you right now are just gonna be those moments of, I didn't know my kingdom spouse was this amazing. I didn't know this was possible. I didn't know you had this for me, Lord. I didn't know it was gonna be this much. And just the amazing moments of what happens when God brings together a marriage versus people trying to do things in their own strength, in their own strength, in their own strength. I've been seeing a lot of that. It's a whole different type of person when you are born of the Spirit, when you are God's chosen people. So understanding your identity, who you are, and your culture is what I'm trying to reinstill in a lot of people. I feel if we get our Hebrew culture back, 12 tribes, beloveds, not just one skin color. I have been led through all of the research and how the tribes scattered and all of that, pinpointing it down to, okay, what's in your bloodline? And we could sit down and talk about it. And I can trace it all the way back. Because you have to remember, Abraham was the first Hebrew. And that was the first delineation of the term Hebrew. So giving us our culture back that's focused on God and honoring God. And we do that in our marriages, and just the things that are happening in your life right now that are out of the ordinary are not out of the ordinary to us. So my Church of Christ supports it and your walk. And we know what we're talking about, and that's how we're able to speak so specifically into your situation and your life. The end goal, of course, bring you into closer relationship with the Father. So that was part of our fight, was just remaining with me. So those that did, you went through a heck of a lot less than your prodigal. So you got to remember that. You got to remember the prodigal was also prey to the enemy. So they're coming back a lot wiser, a lot more sure of you, and a lot more sure that you're their spouse. So they will feel less antsy about things. A lot has occurred over the last 7 years. It was a war, and you have to remember that as well. So I'm not against the self-help generation. We've always been generations before that read books on things and things like that. It's just now it's a everyday battery of self-help. I am against choosing self-help over my direction. And just remember that God's going to be the definitive factor in your life. And few have me in their life right now. So remember that and continue walking it out with me. We're doing this step by step, and we're doing it together. Like I said, walking with my children. I love you.